Next thing what I want to work on is if you have multiple items in the cart, you hit continue, populate the details, and when you hit the submit inquiry button, it should send an email out to an admin to let them know that they have submitted a new inquiry. Right now with our requirements, we do not want to save any of the inquiry in database. We just want to make sure that an email is sent out to the admin user. Now the email should contain all of the user details as well as the products they are interested in. So in order to accomplish that, what we will be using is we need an inquiry template. If you open it, this HTML, it is just basic HTML which has customer details, name with a 0 parameter, email 1, phone 2, and products interested is 3. Now products interested will be many products, so we need to make sure that we insert some kind of table in the third parameter. Now when you use templates for sending out emails, it should always start with the 0th parameter and then move on. So we have this HTML file in our snippet. We can copy this from here, go back to our project, and we'll stop the application. Let me close all the documents, and we'll open up the folder in www.root, and we'll create a new folder here. I'll call this as templates. Inside there, we'll paste the inquiry.html, and I'll call it just inquiry.html. So we'll have to use this template when we send out the email on the summary post action method. So in the cart controller, right now we only have the summary get action method. Let me copy this and paste this one more time, and we'll make this an HTTP post. With that, we'll make it a validate anti-forgery token, and we'll give it an action name of summary. I'll change the name here to summary post, and then in here what I expect to receive is a product user view model that we passed. So I'll call this product user view model. Then if we scroll up, where we have the product user view model, we have actually binded this property. Now since we bind property with that attribute, we can ignore this because even if we don't write this, that will be already populated since we have binded the property. But I will leave it right here for now because I want to show you one thing later on in the course. Also, I will add a debugging point at line 84. We will have our code in here to send out an email. Once an email is sent, I want to load a confirmation page to show user that your inquiry has been submitted. So for that, what I will do is I will just create one more action method. I'll copy this and paste it here, and I'll call this inquiry confirmation. In the parameters, we won't receive anything right now, and when we redirect to the view, it will be an empty view. One thing that I want to do here is I want to clear the session because our session had all the products customers were interested in. When they submit an inquiry, we will clear their session out. That being said, let me create this inquiry confirmation view. We'll add the razor view. Looks good. Inside the view, I'll remove this and I'll paste some of the static text that I have. It just displays an heading with inquiry confirmation and a paragraph with the text followed by an image. Let's add this image. I will also provide this image in the snippets, which is patio.jpg. You can copy this, open up your www.root images folder, and paste it right here. I have already set the path here to images/patio.jpg. If you plan on use some other image, you can use those as well. So that being said, in the cart controller, we have not yet coded what we will be doing in summary post. But one thing that I know is once everything is done with sending of the email, we will return and I will redirect to an action which will be name of and inquiry confirmation. So let's run our application and see how things look like. Remember, we have a debugger on line 84. So right here, let's add few items to the cart and try to submit an inquiry. We'll have to log in here. Let's hit continue and let's hit submit inquiry. We have 2 products and a dummy email. We'll hit our debugging point. In here, let's examine what is the product user view model. You can see application user is populated with the details of email, name and all the details. But if you take a look at the product list, it is empty. Why is that product list empty? If you go to the summary view, let's go there. We are displaying the details right here. That being said, let's continue here and see our inquiry confirmation. That looks good, even though no inquiry has been sent yet. So right here, one of the reasons could be that we do not have the ID and name in the hidden field. So right here, what you can do is we'll add input tag, give it a type of hidden, and we'll use ASP4 tag helpers for obj.name because we want name of the product they are interested in along with the ID. So we'll have the name and ID. Once you save that, if you go back, let's try to do that one more time. We have 2 products, continue, and we'll hit submit inquiry. If you examine this time, you can see the product list is still 0. I want you to pause this video and try to analyze on why this is happening. Along with that, I know this is not easy to figure out. So I want you to use Google to see if you can search your own issues to figure out what is the correct solution here or what change we have to make in the summary view. We'll continue with the changes and looking at this issue in the next video.